Y'all, hey, Mama Tisi's back in the house, and I got the little chart I made with my his hands. As you can see, some of the lines went all over the place. They wouldn't keep their hands still, but we got it done. I had to do it a couple of times, but see, what I wanted y'all to see here is, see, this is how, if your thumbs are outward, see, this is, we first put them down like that, but I had to do them like this now. I had to rotate them and do them like this because the thumbs got to be outward for you to understand the crescent moon and how it connects. So pinky to pinky, and then if you see these things, the lines are there that connect, that's having the crescent moon. And then the M's look like that. Now, this other guy that I got into beef with him online, I had to, he blocked me before I could block him. So all was good. But he was so much into religious order, and he was like, you gonna burn in hell? Why do you have that ink on your hand? Blah, blah, blah. So this ain't no permanent tattoo. I wash it off every time I do the dishes during the day and I take a bath. It comes right off. It's just so I could emphasize, so you could see where that mark would look like in your hand. Okay, it's either M or W, Divine Messenger, Holy Watcher. And the extended part along here is the crescent moon right there. And then the X right here, the reason I emphasize the X is because, as you can see on here, I outlined little X's. If you see these little kind of X marks all over your hand, or the stars that look like that, all over your hand, stretch it out and put it under a bright like LED light, and you see them all over your hands, that means you are highly gifted. Clairvoyant, have that gift. You got that gift. So I wouldn't be surprised, because I got them all over my hands, especially a lot of X's. But the stars too, if you really look closer, you'll see tons of them all over there. So those are all signs. You're highly clairvoyant, you're highly gifted, you're highly anointed. But the main thing is this what looks like an M or a W. I say it's inverted because that's what my guide came and told me back in 2010, that I'm marked by God and that my blood type is special to RH negative. Now, I went over the blood types. Each one of you are divine being, specially marked with your blood type being. I'm trying to find it right here. Is this it? Let me see. Trying to reach it. So, I'm losing time here. The blood types of the chosen, real quick. O negatives are star seeds and spiritual guardians. O positives are light workers and spiritual guardians as well. If you're a blood type A, you're a divine messenger. The M, okay? The M. If you're a blood type B, you're a celestial mystic. The M. If you're a blood type AB, you're a cosmic alchemist, okay? So those are your blood types. So everybody got a role in this here. It doesn't mean that if you don't have these divine marks in your hand, you ain't nobody special. We all got special gifts, and we all are going to be assigned with unique purposes the Most High has set up for us. So don't get discouraged. Now I'm going to shut my big old mouth and let y'all get into part 2. So hang on to your drawers. Here we go, y'all. Stay tuned.
A comment with the number 22 if you felt the pulse of this revelation. That number signals to the divine that you are awake, present, and ready. And share this video with one person who has the crescent or the M, because you may be the messenger they've been praying for. This isn't just content, it's a signal, a pulse to call forth those who've been asleep in plain sight. Because I believe that the scattered pieces of the divine tribe are being gathered. Through content like this, we're building a prophetic archive, a sanctuary for those with the mark, a digital upper room where modern-day Josephs, Deborahs, Esthers, and Daniels can awaken together. Now, I don't want you to just subscribe. I want you kind of content you would love to see that speaks directly to the spiritual signs you carry. Tell us what your dreams have been saying, what your palm lines whisper at midnight. Let's make this a community of revelation, not just information. You become the prophecy. And now, I want to invite you to do something sacred, not just for me, but for yourself, for your growth, and for those who are searching just like you. Not out of habit, but out of alignment. This is your digital altar. Comment below what revelation hit you the hardest. What line stopped your breath? What part confirmed what you've always felt, but never heard spoken out loud? Share this with someone who carries the mark, because if they don't hear this now, they may miss the moment God designed for their awakening. You may be the key to their activation. This isn't about virality. It's about visibility for the chosen ones. Let them find their tribe through your courage to speak. Before we close, let me leave you with this final revelation. Every limit now a lie that no longer belongs to you. Every fear you held onto, it was a shadow. The real you is stepping into the light now. The you that was always equipped. The one who doesn't need permission. The one who knows that carrying the M and the crescent was not a burden. It was an honor. The chains of shame, doubt, and hiding, they're done. This is your season of standing. Your season of seeing. Your season of speaking. You are not alone. We are many. We are rising. And the world is about to feel the pulse of what happens when the chosen ones wake up. So one last time, from spirit to spirit, from soul to soul. If this message spoke to you, if you feel the resonance, if you see yourself in these words, type "I am awakened" in the comments. It's not just a statement, it's a signal to heaven and to this community that you are ready to walk the walk of the marked. Let's build this new world together, one chosen soul at a time. Let for your voice. We're walking beside you. And above all, we see you. Now that you know the truth about your marking, your mission, and your moment, what's next? The answer isn't external. It's not a new job. It's not a title. It's not approval from your family or validation from society. The answer is inside of you. The greatest power of the marked ones is not what they achieve, it's what they activate. You were never called to follow the crowd. You were chosen to spark awakenings, to restore divine memory in people who have forgotten who they are. Your life is a key. Your presence is a portal. And when you walk in alignment, entire atmospheres shift. That's why the resistance you faced has been so intense. It wasn't because you were doing something wrong. It was because you were carrying something right. And now, it's time to stop hiding that light. Let me tell you something many spiritual teachers won't say plainly. There are chosen ones walking. That their mere presence keeps darkness from prevailing in certain regions. They are the energy holders, the spiritual filters, the hidden prophets, and many of them carry the M and the crescent moon on their palms as a spiritual passport, showing that they were born into this dimension with a higher task. These are the ones who survived what others did not. The ones who cried in silence, but still showed up. The ones who could hear divine frequency even in the midst of chaos. You. This isn't flattery. This is revelation. Because it's not just about knowing that you're chosen. It's about acting like it. And that means praying with authority, not with fear. Speaking blessings over your home like it's holy ground. Showing up in spaces with grace, but never shrinking to make others comfortable. Letting your boundaries protect your calling. Do you know why some people could never love you properly? It's because your light confronted the places in them that sit. Now that you know who you are, you're no longer waiting for them to understand. Because when you finally stop asking for permission, your power becomes unstoppable. Let this land in your soul. You have been trusted with divine intelligence. You have been trusted with sensitivity because you were meant to feel what others. You're rewriting spiritual DNA.
Okay, my chosen family, I hope you enjoyed part 2 there. And those 7 steps I was telling you about activating your holy marks in your hand. There's a video, if you scroll back a little further, that has all that information. But I did give you 4 steps. The 5th one is summon the sound from your chest, like the Om. And I'll talk more about it in the next one. Keep watching part 3. It's very juicy. I love you, and I'll talk to you in the next one.